Okay, this is a question on proportionality. P is inversely proportional to the square of x. Absolutely imperative that you picked up that bit of information, and you picked up especially the square of x bit. A lot of people just see the inversely proportional and just crack on with that, but make sure you read the whole line and the whole question first. Given that x is equal to 5 when p is equal to 6, find the value of p when x is 8. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So this is a pretty standard question. You just need to make sure you pick up the first line. And the first line is telling us that p is inversely proportional to x squared, right? So the square of x, inversely proportional means 1 over. So p is proportional to 1 over x squared. Rewrite that as an equation. P is equal to k over x squared. You should be totally familiar with that. I need to replace p and x with the two values of p and x that they give us. Now that's the pairing that they've given us, not the other value, right? They've told us that x is equal to 5 when p is equal to 6. So I'm going to replace p with 6 and x with 5. And now I need to work this out. Okay, so I have k divided by 5 squared. I'm going to get rid of that 5 squared. So I'm going to times 6 by 5 squared. Working this out, k is equal to 6 times 25. 5 squared is 25. 6 times 25 is 150, so I know k is 150. And I'm going to replace k in the equation, right, with 150. So I'll get p is equal to 150 over x squared. I've got my equation. And sometimes they just ask you for the equation, right? This time they've asked us to find the value of p when x is 8. We want to work out what p is. So I'm going to rewrite the equation, and I'm going to replace x with 8 to work out p. So I have p is equal to 150 over 8 squared. Okay, really straightforward there. 150 over 8 squared. 8 squared is 64. So what I have here is 150 divided by 64. I can go to my calculator and work this out, and I've got that value. Now, I could have, this is my final answer, right? However, just before writing my answer in the answer space, I need to check the question, give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So 2 decimal places, I need to chop it off 2 from the decimal point, 1, 2, and then we're going to check it there. Look at the next number along, it's a 3, so I don't need to do any rounding. My answer is going to be 2.34. Okay, that last bit, make sure you do it. You lose a very easy mark if you don't do any rounding there. Okay, so this is a really straightforward question. You should be able to get all the marks in it, and they're very, very popular in the exams.